back. Our next guest is a hilarious comedian, businesswoman, and all-around dope queen. Please welcome Phoebe Robinson.
Hi!
Hi, Phoebe.
I'm
Don't
so
you look
excited.
good?
Oh,
Welcome
thank you
to the
very
show.
much.
You do
Thanks
look
for having
amazing.
me.
We're so excited
I'm,
to have you. First, we have to ask, we have something actually in common. I heard that you don't know how to drive, and guess what? I don't know how to drive either, but I'm curious why you haven't learned.
well, I was such a geek in high school. I never went to parties. I never got like asked out. So I would just like stay home and watch Moesha and be like, I don't need to drive. I'll live in New York one day. And now I'm trying to get my
Here we
boyfriend
go.
to teach me. I'm trying to get my
That's
boyfriend
my
to teach me.
excuse, living in New York.
Yeah.
Okay, Phoebe, so no driver's license, but you've still been working hard. Please tell us another goal you finally achieved.
Okay, this has truly been something I've been working on for several years. I finally made contact with Michael B. Jordan on Instagram, and I almost passed out.
How?
I feel
Break
you,
it down.
girl.
What happened? I want to hear the details.
So I kind of like complained on Instagram a little bit about like the fact that he's one of the hottest men alive, and he was not shirtless on his cover for People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive. And then he wrote back and said, "I got you for Creed 3." So I already have my movie ticket for that. I am so ready.
Wow.
Oh, I feel
Nice.
you. You
You
know, that
better
Michael B. Jordan
network.
People cover is still hot. It is still available on newsstands right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, Phoebe, you are so funny. But when did you realize that you could pursue comedy for a living?
Yeah, when I just was constantly getting friend zoned, I was like, oh, I'm not that hot, so I'll just go make some money and do comedy.
Oh my gosh.
I feel you, Phoebe.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, now, Phoebe, you are a New York Times bestselling author with your books,
right.
Everything is Trash, but It's Okay, and You Can't Touch My Hair. I know you've been using this quarantine time to write your third book. Have you decided what the title is? We're dying to know.
Yes, I finally decided the title is Please Don't Sit on My Bed in Your Outside Clothes, because I have dealt with that too much.
What's
wrong with
too
you?
real,
What's wrong
especially in these
people?
times.
Can you make this a national announcement, please? Some people just weren't raised right.
Exactly.
Take your
And like,
outside clothes for outside.
I've even had friends in college who would come over to my dorm and sit on my pillow.
Wow.
No.
What about the ones?
Yeah.
What about the
Extreme.
ones that go? What about when I used to watch Zach Morris on Saved by the Bell jump on his bed and kick his shoes right on top of the covers? I was like, wow, that's some stuff you'd never do in an Asian household, ever.
Yeah.
That's wild. In addition to writing your books, you are also helping diverse authors share their stories with your new publishing company, Tiny Reparations Books. I'm obsessed with the name of this, but tell us the story behind the name.
Thank you so much. It really started when Jess and I were doing the Two Dope Queens podcast. We would always joke that, okay, we're not going to get reparations. Like, we're not going to get the cash. But, like, if there's anything little that happens in a life, like when Bono sent me flowers for my birthday, I was like, oh, that's a reparation. That's like a payback for me. So,
The
I was like,
universe.
yeah. And so I want to do that with the books because I feel like I have grown so much as an author because I had someone believe in me. So I wanted to have a platform where I believe in all different kinds of voices, women, people of color, queer people, and let them like have a platform and say what they want to say.
Your brother, Phil Robinson, is a member of the Ohio House of Representatives. How has his work in politics influenced your political awareness?
Well, ever since we were kids, he would just like come home from school and watch C-SPAN where it'd be like 12 people in an empty room, and I never got it. But his like passion and commitment to service, like he's worked in nonprofit circuit for about 10 years, mainly focused on education, and then making this leap to politics. Like he just has such an open heart, and he really wants to get so involved in his community. I think that's made me sort of be like, okay, touring and doing stand-up and writing and like being so focused on my career is great, but I also need to make sure that I'm like aware of the people around me and that I'm also contributing as a person. So it's been really inspiring.
Right.
Love that.
Phoebe, our forever First Lady Michelle Obama initially reached out to you to be interviewed on her first podcast, Two Dope Queens Since then, you two have developed a friendship. What's it like to be on the first name basis with Michelle Obama? I mean,
Do tell.
come on. That's huge.
I still have to pinch myself. Like, I cannot believe it. I got a holiday card from the Obamas last year, and I literally cried as I was opening the envelope. I was like, this is so huge. But she is just my ultimate role model. I think that she just handles everything with grace. She's so smart. She's so giving. She has such an amazing impact on the community, but also especially Black women, and like giving us that hope that we can pursue whatever dreams that we want and we can go as high as we want to go. So I really just am so thankful that she believes in me and so encouraging of me, and I never want to let her down.
Oh,
Amazing.
That is incredible. Well, this Friday, you're hosting Amazon Prime's comedy special, Yearly Departed. So what do you want to say goodbye to from 2020? I mean, I'm sure you just want to throw the whole thing away, but specifically.
Yeah, I want to throw the whole thing away, but I think I want to say goodbye to all the Zoom happy hours. I'm like, I can drink by myself. I do not need to use my 5G for
Is
this.
that a thing?
Just
Yes.
Same.
yes, it is such
Same.
a thing. People are like, let's hang out. And I'm like, I see you every day. I don't want to hang out again.
Right.
And you can't
feel
Irish
you.
exit a Zoom. Like, you can't just bounce. You got to be like, goodbye to everybody. I get you. Well, let's see a clip of you in action. Check it out.
And although so many were divided this year about whose lives mattered and if wiping down your groceries is really necessary, and bitch, yes, it was, we did have one common enemy: the iPhone weekly screen time notification. I don't need to be dragged like that.
Facts. This is facts. Wow.
Oh, I gotta see this. All right, Phoebe. Well, so many of your fans missed the Two Dope Queens podcast. Is there going to be a reunion show?
I would love to. It totally launched my career. I think it meant so much to like the comedy community. I know Jess and I are so busy with our scheduling, but like I would love to make it happen. I will always be indebted to Tito Queens, and like it was so much fun. Look at all these cute pictures I got to do. Like it was a blast.
Phoebe, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with us today. Be sure to check out her comedy special, Yearly Departed, on December 30th on Amazon Prime.